Okay, I'm here at Vision Health and Fitness with Jamy Bats. Now, Jamy, interesting background with yourself because you're looking at getting a couple of amateur fights in, your first two amateur fights, and you're looking to fight in the senior ABA years before turning over to go pro. Now, normally when somebody says, well, I'm looking to turn pro, they think, well, let's get a lot of amateur experience, get your training and everything there, but you've got your own fight experience anyway. Give us a bit of background about yourself.
My dad ran a martial arts gym, so he had us in there from 4-year-old doing like karate, jiu-jitsu, and then I got into kickboxing. And I had my first fight when I was 8. So I had amateur experience up till I was 19-year-old. I won all the junior world titles you could win really. I went to the World Games, won a gold medal. And I turned professional, and I beat Marlon Hunt. He's now the 14-time world champion. He's got the Guinness World Record for the most combat world titles in any sport. I beat him when I was 21. And then I crossed over to the K1 style of fighting. And now I fight for Super Combat. And I've actually got a world title shot with them next year. I think I've got a world title shot with them next year. A rematch from a fight I had last year.
Does that depend on how things go with the boxing, or are you going to juggle both things together, do you think?
I don't want to have to juggle both things together. I would rather stick with one over the other. But I would love to get that title, especially it's a rematch as well. I'd love to get that title. But with the boxing, it's looking more favourably for me these days.
So how long have you been training here?
I started coming about May last year, doing the pads with Joe. And then Mark just says, do you fancy the boxing? And I never really thought about it properly. But I've always liked boxing ever since I was young, watching like Lewis Tyson and all them. That's who I grew up with. And I'd love to have a go at it now. Well,
I mean, it's like you've got with Joe and with Mark, particularly with Joe, his technical knowledge.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's outstanding.
He's brought us on loads and loads. Yeah.
So I mean, I've seen you doing some work on the bag before, and you certainly punch solid enough, that's for sure. But in terms of the next year or so, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, it all depends. You need to get 2 fights before, I think it's in February, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the back end of February, start March apparently.
So it's behind the scenes getting the work done there now to get the fights organised, because you have to have those 2 fights, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, well, in that case, I'm not going to keep you too long because you've got a lot of work to do. Get that done as quick as you can. But I will be coming back because we're going to do a bit of an expose on ring style. We did the outside the ropes feature, but we're going to be covering more of the amateur side and a bit more of the Swarm ABC, because see with the Mark on the promotional side of things and the management side of things, obviously if you are going to turn pro, then we'll obviously follow your journey with that one as well there.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
But it's been lovely meeting you, Jimmy. What's the Jamy Bats? Watch out for the future. There you go. Hi there, we're out in the wind here outside Vision Health and Fitness because it's very noisy in there, so we've come to doing it the outside with Thomas Travillian. Now Thomas is looking to have his first fight in the inaugural Tyne-Wear Derby that Mark Clausel's looking to put on in the next few months. Now Thomas, bit of background on yourself. How long have you been in boxing?
Just over a couple of years now, and started off karate, moved to football, then trying this sport going, it's stuck with us. Yeah,
I mean, I did every sport. I was like a county squash champion when I was your age and going to, but I did all the football and different things first. But for you, it's turned out to be boxing, has it?
Yeah.
And have you only boxed here, or you boxed anywhere else?
It's my first time here.
First time here. And how long? 2 years, you say?
Yeah.
So, Mark and Joe must think that you're ready for your first fight now then?
Yeah, it's fitness and technical it's working on, and then that's it.
Well, I've seen you in there in sparring and your movement is really excellent, so I wouldn't have too many worries because you've got a great team behind you.
Yeah.
But in terms of your ambitions, what are your ambitions in boxing?
Well, I'd like to be like Baz, and then, because he's had the first few pro fights and he's knocked the kids down, so...
He's certainly done that. He's speed.
Yeah. He's
speed, but he's also got the power with that as well. But at the same point, he still has a lot to learn, but he's looking very, very good at the moment. And one of the things about Baz as well is his dedication.
Yeah.
You see a lot of boxers, they'll train hard, and then, you know, in between fights or in between certain sessions, they might go on the drink or different things. With Baz, it's 100% all the time. Is that the same with yourself, Thomas?
Yeah. It's like Friday session, come straight down from school and straight here.
Yeah, I remember my squash days. I'd finish school, I'd be straight down the squash club, and I'd do all sorts of training. I might be getting into the boxing training soon because I'm really looking to try and sort myself out on that front. But I think it's worth touching upon. I was watching the ringside special on Ricky Hatton last night, and there was an interview with Ricky Hatton where when he was similar age to yourself, and they were saying, how far are you going to go in boxing?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to be a world champion, there's no reason why I shouldn't be. Similar ambitions?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to be world champion at one point in my life.
Well, you've got the right people behind you, and you keep the dedication, keep your head down, always keep yourself fit.
Yeah.
You give yourself a chance. But here's one for the future. Remember the name, Thomas Travillian. No boxing name yet, but he's going to have one ready for the time we had Derby.
Yep.
Thomas, pleasure.